Hey guys, so this is day two. I imagine as you start watching these videos, you're going to find you have a lot of questions at first because this is kind of the beginning and I'm just going to be talking about stuff that you might have no idea about. So if I don't cover it in videos, just feel free to ask. I'd be happy to share as much as I remember, depending on when you guys are watching these videos. Uh, on a side note, I wish you could see my ghetto camera rig. It's awesome. I have to fight with it a little bit every day to get it set up, but it works, and so I'm just rolling with it. It's great. Yeah, so I guess today I wanted to just talk about me and where I'm at today. So currently, it's 2019. I'm 29 years old. I live in Creston, BC. Been here, I think about 4 or 5 years, on and off. Spent some time in other places, traveling Vancouver. I'm sure I'll talk about that later. It is November, and the biggest, most exciting thing in my life right now is that I am moving to New Zealand in March. So, in about 5 months, I'll be moving to New Zealand on a working holiday visa. So I hope these are still exist at whenever you guys are watching these. But what's great is Canada has these kind of bilateral working agreements. Oh, my timer. Bilateral working agreements with a bunch of different countries. I think there's about 35. 35? Something like that. 25, 35, something like that. Anyways, basically it's to promote travel. So you can, if you're under, some are under 30, some are under 35, but you can get these working holiday visas that range in time, and there's some different qualifications. But from what I've read, generally easy, pretty easy to obtain. And I've done one, so I did get a year-long work visa to go to Japan. Again, a story I'll talk about another time. But New Zealand is another one of these countries. The age limit is 35. And what I like about New Zealand and why I actually ended up choosing it is it's a 23-month work visa, which is very enticing. I might not stay that whole time, but I just like the availability of it, that I could stay for 23 months. Currently, I'm planning at least a year is really what I want to commit and follow through on, just because I know having moved to other cities, often it takes about a year just to get situated. So I really want to make sure I'm already programming my mind that the first year is probably going to be challenging in some ways and others not, but in some ways, being in a new city, developing new friendships, networking, that kind of stuff. But I'm also excited for that challenge and also excited to expedite that process. I've moved to new cities by myself a few times now, and I plan to educate myself even a bit more so that when I get there, I kind of have a plan of attack in terms of I want to find work before, but in terms of getting connected and meeting people and making sure I go out to events and make friends and network and that kind of stuff, and instead of just being kind of lonely in a city. I've had that experience when I moved to LA, which was the first city I went to outside of the city I grew up in. So yeah, New Zealand in March. That's the biggest thing I'm mapping towards. Moving to a big city, I'm really excited. I'm going to Auckland, which I think is the biggest city in Australia. I'm like 95% sure. I'm pretty sure it's the biggest city. It's about 1.6 million, I believe. Really excited to get to the city life. Small town is unique and great and has its own rewards and challenges. And once I settled into it, from moving from a city to here, it's been great. There's a lot of good perks, but definitely really excited to get back to a city because of the opportunity and the environment and the people and the options. And there's just there's just a buzz of energy that I'm really craving and really looking for. And so that's why I want to get back to a city is I'm looking for that energy, that motion with people doing things and availability and options. So yeah, that's my 5 minutes. So I'm gonna stop here. That's the most exciting thing I'm mapping towards right now, and we'll see what I come up with for tomorrow. All right, bye guys.